Hey guys, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. Welcome back if you've been here before. Welcome if you're new. We're a pretty friendly group around here, but knowledgeable about traditional country music. And I'm talking about the people on the channel collectively. Pretty much know everything about country. So somewhere along the line, you may be a contributor to this realm of knowledge. But anyway, we've got Johnny Cash's Big River, and it's a gift request of Roger Smith. So Roger, thank you for this gift and request, my friend. I'm wearing my Razorback hat because Johnny's from Arkansas. And so every so often when I'm mindful of that, I'll throw on my Hogs hat. I've been to Reynolds Stadium down there I'm a Rutgers guy, but Rutgers about 12 years ago went down to play Arkansas down in Arkansas. And then the following year they came up to our building, and it was wonderful. I've got some wonderful friends who are Hogs fans. The Hogs fans were really nice to us. So that's just a little tidbit. But we got Big River. I don't know the song, and Roger said he was surprised that I hadn't reacted to this one. So yeah, Johnny's got such a big catalog. So, and I love it. And it had 1.1 million views too on his channel, this song. So, all right, guys, here we go. Thank you again, Roger. That's a Johnny beginning.
Now I taught the weeping willow how to cry, and I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears I cried for that woman are gonna flood you, Big River, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota, and it tore me up every time I heard her drawl, southern drawl. Then I heard my dream, went back downstream, cavorting in Davenport, and I followed you, Big River, when you called.
So creative way about talking about heartbreak.
Then you took me to St. Louis, later on down the river. A freighter said she's been here, but she's gone, boy, she's gone. I found her trail in Memphis, but she just walked up the bluff. She raised a few eyebrows and went on down along. Now won't you bat it down by Baton Rouge, River Queen, roll it on. Take that woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans.
Yep.
Come on, I've had enough, not my blues down in the Gulf. She loves you, Big River, more than me. Now I taught the weeping willow how to cry, 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 and I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears I cried for that woman are gonna flood you, Big River, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die.
This could have been the inspiration for Can't You See by Marshall Tucker Band. It's like, I'm just gonna find me a hole in the wall. I'm gonna crawl inside and die. And yeah, I mean, when you're heartbroken, that's what it feels like. You got nothing. I said in one of my books that this is poverty. That when you're bereft of heart, this is poverty. And because nothing has meaning, whatever it is about the human psyche, the human condition, the human, psyche and condition, that when a breakup happens that you did not want, whatever it means, however you dissect it, whether there's quantum entanglement involved in this, as some people are now suggesting that might be the realm of consciousness and all that, which I think there are fundamental flaws with that view. The premises laid out are just man-made constructs. That's my problem with them. But however you describe or look at, it's kind of like, well, I can't define it, but I know it when I see it. And it's just true about heartbreak. I know it when I feel it too. Nothing has meaning, and that is poverty, right? The idea of having money, for example, when we think of poverty, we think of not having money. And it's just harder. Like your life is just one of survival. It's not one of accoutrement. It's one maybe of just eating or having heat in the house. And it's tough to assign meaning to other things like education and all that. So you have lower and lower meaning. But when you are heartbroken, forget about it. I mean, that's tips off where I've lived all my life. Jersey, been in New York a whole bunch, but it's like, forget about it. What are you going to do? Yeah, Roger, that was a good one. Very, very Johnny, too. Very Johnny. But I still think about the way in which, I mean, traditional country is predominantly about all country, in fact, almost all songs, but all country traditional is basically about two things: falling in love or falling out of love. And so how many themes are you going to have? And it's kind of like ballet. Those of you who are ballet dancers out there are 5 positions: first, second, third, fourth, fifth. And then you've got your transitions. And basically, ballet comes out of those 5. You've got your jetés, your leaps, and all this stuff. But there's only so much, but it's the way you put those together in combination, and of course how you perform them as a dancer that makes it watchable or not watchable, or enjoyable or only marginal. Songs, vocalists, musicians, themes, lyricists are in the same vein. And with regard to the way this was depicted, he brought in the Big River. She loved the Big River more than me. She wanted to get away down to Baton Rouge. And he's just going to stay. Where's he going to stay and die? I forget. He went up to St. Paul, Minnesota, or she did. Or maybe he did. I don't know. He's going to stay wherever he is and die. Like, oh, God. Oh, that's what it feels like. My gosh. And that's where you can begin to think, oh, my gosh, I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing. Like Carly Simon, I forgot the name of the song, but one of the lines in the song is still in my head. Not because I live it, but where she said, suffering was the only thing made me feel I was alive. And you're like, oh, God. Well, there's always hope. Almost always hope. You know, if you're reasonably healthy, you're still breathing, you can still at some point resurrect to a certain extent, resurrect your own humanity, and then maybe return to a joie de vivre, a joy of life and living, to where good things start to happen again. But right now, Johnny's not there. That bass was prominent in this too. You bass players out there, sometimes you'll comment like, I love how much you love the bass. And I'm like, sometimes you just hear it and you see what it's doing in the song and you can feel it in you. Like, wow, that bass in here was prominent. So, Roger, I'm going to rate this one. Man, you got me off and running on this one. The number that popped into my head was a 9.1. It was so simple. It was short, but don't confuse simplicity with non-intellectual or non-intelligent or not deep. It was concise, creative, and to the point. Certainly to the point of traditional country, a breakup. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. The one and only Johnny Cash from Kingsland, Arkansas. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video, and keep rocking the country.
I found her trail in Memphis, but she just walked up the bluff. She raised a few eyebrows and went on down along. Now won't you bat it down by Baton Rouge, River Queen?